the Grand Illusion last night. I'd just like to thank the Press TV for their excellent coverage on last night's events. They were the only news channel that last night showed that there was a group of protesters that came down to occupy the news. So well done to the BBC, Channel 4, ITV, Sky News, and the rest of you that didn't actually put that on the news. Press TV were the only one that reported what was going on here last night. You've got to ask yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, as you walk by and think, shut up, you on the megaphone. But ask yourself one thing. Why was it that the BBC, ITV, Channel 4 and the rest of the propaganda pushers did not have us on the news last night when a group of protesters came down here to occupy the media? Why was it only Press TV had it on their news that that happened, and then one officer pulled his baton out and armed himself against peaceful protesters in lovely little costumes? Why is that? Yes, hello.
Hi.
Why, who are you with?
Huh?
Who are you with? What channel are you with?
Why? We're with
Channel 5.
Yeah, the smaller.
You got ID to show that? If you got press pass to show your Channel 5, I will shut up because I ain't got a problem with Channel 5.
I have.
Right.
ITN is owned by Channel 5.
Yeah, alright, that's fine, fair enough. What time are you finishing?
Like the next, in about kind of 20 minutes.
Right, okay.
Is that alright? Thank you. It's just because we're on it. Who are you after?
BBC, Sky News.
Oh, okay.
Was Channel 5 down here last night?
No.
You know who owns Channel 5?
Right, okay, because what it was, last night there was a group of peaceful protesters that turned up. Some of them were a little bit drunk, got a little bit heavy-handed. But the only news company that actually showed any of that on their news report was Press TV, a small Iran company.
Right.
Not BBC, not Channel 4, you know, none of the big major companies. And that's why I'm coming down
It's a
here,
Rupert
because I'm sick
Murdoch
and tired of it.
machine,
The fact is, the press
Channel
are allowed
5.
on that big lovely green over there.
Yeah.
And my free speech is only allowed from here and not over there.
Yeah, totally.
You know, and that's wrong.
Yeah, that's fair
You know, it's
enough.
disgusting. But if you're Channel 5, I'll believe you on this.
Thank you so much.
You know who Channel 5 belongs to?
Who?
Doesn't it belong to Rupert Murdoch?
No.
Are you sure?
No, yeah, positively, yeah.
But who does it belong to now?
It used to belong to Richard Desmond, now it belongs to Viacom.
Richard Desmond owns the Express,
Yeah, but not anymore. He doesn't own Channel 5 anymore.
part of
It's
the
Viacom.
80% of the media billionaires.
Anyway, but thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Alright.
Next 25 minutes, start up again.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Send some journalists over
Are
here
you
to come and
going
speak
be
to
on at
us.
6? Because I'm doing it at 6 anyway. Because I'm
At
doing it.
6:30, not at 6.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to compromise. I'm going to have to do it now. I'm
We
doing
can't be
it at
stopped.
6
We can't be
o'clock
stopped.
because
We have to do what we have to do.
It's mainly BBC. They're on there for an hour.
6 o'clock is fine.
Yeah.
Right.
6:30, if you could.
Cheers, ladies.
All right,
Thank
I'll
you.
do my best.
Thanks for being so.
No. Don't worry, guys. I've got your best views from here to back.
The same thing, and I'm saying something slightly different, like, how did David Cameron pull this one off? And I say he didn't do it alone, and we need to say thank you to all the people who've worked hard in the media to make sure that everybody takes this whole thing seriously. I mean, obviously it's just a show, but sorry?
Please not, just for the next half an hour.
For the next half an hour. But
We're going live on air.
you're going live on air. I'll tell you what the problem I have is. You've asked really, really nicely on the one hand. On the other hand, you're kind of proper part of the, what I would call, the industrial military complex propaganda machine, aren't you, Channel 5, aren't you? Not going to tell, are you going to tell them the truth? Will you tell them the truth? Yes?
I have to go. Thank you.
You have to go.
Hello, just under the voice. That's amplified noise. Yeah. You're on the footprint here. You need to be the other side of that road, over that side.
I've actually spoken to Inspector Barnes, and he knows that I'm here. And
That's
said,
right.
he actually,
What he said.
no, he told me right
I'll
here.
explain to you because I'm working with Inspector Barnes today.
Right.
Understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm working with him. All right. That's my supervisor today. He's directed me to speak to you. The other side of that road, sir. Okay.
Right. No,
All right.
I get that.
So
And what I said, so what's your name? What's your first name? Carl. Hi, Carl. Nice to meet you, Danny. We met before?
I doubt it.
Okay.
So
You say it like that.
why are you being? Well, I'm just speaking to you.
Yeah.
About going over there and he's trying to speak with the inspector. So, do you think I'm working outside the
No.
footprint?
God, no. What I meant was that.
Okay, but you cannot use that amplified noise here.
Okay, can I just share with you, Carl, the conversation I had with
Well, I'm
Inspector
aware of the
Barnes?
conversation because he speaks to me.
Yeah, okay, so what are you aware of about the conversation? Because I said to him, I said to him
Yes.
that I'm happy. I'm not that happy. I don't believe in the bylaw.
I understand
I don't believe in all that.
I understand it, 'cause I've spoken to him, he told me that.
Fantastic. And I said to him, I'm happy if he shows me some written proof that what he's saying is true, then I'm happy to go somewhere else, because I do this all over the place.
Right.
Yeah? But until he does that, he has no jurisdiction over me, because he's
Because
just
the
making...
law still exists.
Well,
The law still exists, whether
Not
he
until,
shows it to you or not.
not until he tells me what the words are.
Oh dear, so you were saying if you commit an act of theft, you're saying I can't deal with you for theft if I don't show you the act?
No, I think
Well, exactly, it's exactly the same sort of
No,
thing.
Carl, it's completely different. It's completely
Danny,
different.
Danny.
Theft is a very basic.
What we're asking you to do,
Yeah.
it's not complicated at all.
Yeah.
It's down the other side of that road. Okay, do that, it's no problem. Okay, that's what I'm asking you to do. So comply with the law, that's what the law is. So
I get it.
I'll explain to you.
But
So
this
if
is
you
a
can move,
matter of
that'd be great.
principle, Carl.
No, I understand that. We'll have a discussion with you when you go over there and comply with it.
Yeah.
And I'll bring the legislation up. Go over that side, I'll have a chat with you.
Our ruler, our owner, the Right Honourable David Cameron is going to be leading our fantastic nation for another 5 years. It's
Lies! Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies! I'm not interested in being online. I'm not interested in talking. I'm interested in stopping the media or disrupting it as much as possible. Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies!
This noise going on, you can't actually hear what they're saying, it just sounds like shouting. So it doesn't sound like propaganda and lies.
Doesn't
Even
matter.
People can hear it. Are they going to sit around at home and go, I'm so glad those people shouted that?
Whatever it is you want
No,
to
but it's
say.
cracking. Fine. You're saying it's not making an impact, right? So if it no, hang on 1 second. Sorry. If it's not impacting anything, if it's not doing anything, why are you guys here trying to stop us?
Because it's interrupting our broadcast.
So there you go then. So that's what I've come down here to do, is interrupt broadcasts. So obviously my objective is working. So that actually proves that I've achieved everything that I come down to do, because you're stood here now and telling
But
us.
you haven't communicated with anyone. All you can hear is just a little
I don't care. I ain't come down here to communicate with you. I just come down here to be an arsehole. And I think I'm achieving that. And I don't think you could disagree with that.
Made the agreement then.
There you go. So there you go. But it's not bothering you. You can't hear it properly. It's not making my so why come down and moan at us about it? It really.
It does interrupt us.
There you go then. So I'm achieving my objective. I don't like the media, so therefore I wouldn't want to use
The
it.
only reason why you're shouting.
Why
the
don't
only-
you like the media?
The only
I hate
reason
the
why.
way it
The
not
only
just
reason
in,
why you're shouting.
no, because now I'm
is so
going
the
into an
media
interview.
can
Because
hear
what they're doing is they're trying to keep us quiet, so we don't disturb his report, like they did to the Occupy lot the other day, and then they go and stick it online. Propaganda and lies.
tweeting.
Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies! Propaganda and lies! Is it me, or does he look like the guy that produces the Star Wars films?
What, George Lucas?
Yeah.
Well, at least we've got something in common that we know about Star Wars.
Warning given, you understand me?
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, good stuff. As long as you understand that, that's great. Well, as you thought, so it's been warned. It's been warned. The word
So we don't
paedophile,
use-
choose again. It's been told, section 5 warning's been given.
So just to let you guys know, paedophile is abusive now. They say by saying the word paedophile, it's being abusive. No, but hang on. We not one of us have said that you're all paedophiles. We said that there are paedophiles within the BBC. That's what we've said. We've not said that they're all paedophiles. We've said that there's paedophiles within the BBC, which is true.
It's unpleasant, but it's not necessary.
It is unpleasant. It's very unpleasant for those children that are being abused. Very unpleasant.
Please desist. Please stop.
Okay, so we won't. So we'll just use propaganda and lies.
So what,
That's it.
what happens if you use the word paedophile then?
They're going to arrest us. We've
Really?
already
For
told
using the
that.
word paedophile?
Yeah, we use the word paedophile. That
That's more suppression, I guess. That's ridiculous.
You turned it into the way, that's not what I said to that gentleman. He heard me, that gentleman recorded it. You
Well, that's
twisted
because
what
I
said.
just...
You didn't hear me.
Well, listen,
So if you listen to him, what I
don't
said.
talk to me like that. I'm talking to you. Don't talk to me like that.
Well,
You
no,
talk to me like
stop telling
rubbish.
me.
I was talking nicely, and then you started to spoil it. Okay? I just approach because we're all
so
together.
agitated.
Because you agitate me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the way you
I'm
speak.
sorry about that. If you don't
Well,
like it, then you can move on.
Right.
Sir.
No, because we're together, so I can't move on anywhere. Do you understand?
So you do seem rather
No,
cross.
all right. Okay.
You're
Don't
okay.
talk to me then if you're not going to say
It's my
anything.
civic duties to talk
Don't.
to anyone, sir. and your
Well,
civic
then
duties
don't. I
to
don't want to talk
respond.
to you then. All
Well,
right.
you can move away then if you don't want to talk to
We're
me.
together, so.
Okay,
together,
well, I'll be
okay?
here then.
Okay.
Take your
So
time.
don't
You
talk
can
to me
always
then.
move
Talk
on.
to these guys. Don't talk to me.
Sir, I can talk to anybody I
Don't
like
talk to
to.
me. I don't want to talk to you.
It's freedom of speech, isn't it, sir?
I don't want to talk.
Well,
No,
no,
I
it's
don't
not
want to
unless
talk
you use
to
the
you.
word paedophile, then freedom
I'm
of
not
speech.
You have an
being
opportunity
out
to not
of
to talk to us when you
I've
don't want
already
to,
spoken to him,
and
sir.
you're free to do that. I'm having that freedom, my right to not talk to you. I don't want to talk to you because you agitate me. That's why.
Well, you can always move on to it, can't you?
No, I can't.
Sorry you feel like that.
Alright, fine, leave it. Well done to the BBC. There are certain words we cannot use now. Well done, guys. So we'll just use propaganda and lies.
Well, we haven't even said that at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much. But
You've been good as gold.
that P word, I'm so sorry, that offends people. You know, Jimmy Savile, I'm sure all the children that he abused, you know, that might yeah.
No. We do. Look, we want you guys on our side. You're here to protect us and our rights. You know, I mean, well, yeah, you're here for everyone, including us. And saying paedophile, so we can't say it.
What I'm saying is, in certain contexts, the way it was said, as I explained to that gentleman, all right, calling members of staff here paedophiles.
But we didn't call members of staff paedophiles. We said there are paedophiles.
Listen to me.
Right, okay, no, fair enough. Yeah, go on.
That's what they said to me.
So aren't you meant to investigate that?
That's what they said to me. Listen to me. I'm advising. Have I criminalised you?
No, you've said that you're going to arrest me if I said the word
I
paedophile.
said, so you're well aware of what the
So
offence is.
what? So if I say that there are paedophiles within the BBC, am I going to get arrested for
Did
that?
I say that?
That's what was coming across. No, that's what was coming across. So if
Well,
I
you misinterpreted me.
right, okay, so then I apologise for that. I have so all right. So can I make that clear? If I said for argument's sake that young lady up there that's doing the news was a paedophile, I would be arrested for that.
So let's be clear about one thing. That word is a bit of a taboo word, and shouting in public, where there are children walking past, and there are still people walking about their business, people don't want to hear that word. There may well be members of the public that may be victims of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If they find it offensive, and you don't know until you say it, so let's just stop using the words. If you want to use it in written
But
words
it's a
and say
word.
stuff like
It's
that,
a
the
word.
bottom line is, if it offends people when they're walking past, are you serious? You want to stand here and use that word and possibly upset members of the
But
public
it
who are walking
offends
past?
me every day, the words that they're using within the news.
I said to you, you can produce, you can do what you've got to do, but just be civil about it. All
I
right?
am being civil
Don't need
about
me to.
it.
So why do you need to use that word? Why do you need to?
Because that's
All
the
right,
whole
it's true,
reason
you're in
we're
the
down
street,
here is
there are members of the
because we're against the paedophiles that are in the
You haven't been
BBC.
saying that. Listen, I've been down here all day and you haven't said it in front of me, so I would have spoken to you about it.
I've
not heard you
I've
say
got the footage on here if you want to see it, all the different the amount of words I've used.
Why are you having an argument with me about
I'm not
stuff
having
like
an
that?
argument with you, I'm talking to you.
It's just, listen, don't use it, all right?
But why?
Christ, do I really need to explain it
But
again?
no, because
and
you know,
again
you
and
just
again?
said if we
All
said
right?
it about the staff
You
of
don't
them
know-
being
you don't know about my
paedophiles.
history, you don't know about my colleagues' history, you don't know about my colleagues that stood next to me in history on what we may have suffered. All right?
Yeah, but you said we would get
So the
arrested
bottom
if we
line is,
said if we called a member of staff a
if they
paedophile.
come down here, if people from that area come down here and are saying it, they find it abusive, all right, the words that you're using, then I'm under an obligation to say to you, please don't use that word because members of the staff there are finding it abusive, all right? So please don't use it, all right? I'm talking to you, all right? So
I really seriously think you need to go home. You are brainwashed big time.
So you say that to me with a child's police out on your head, and you're telling me I've got this.
You are brainwashed big time. You are brainwashed. If you think paedophile is that's such of a bad of a word, as a member of the law, you should be going arresting the paedophiles instead of standing around here and suppressing us. Do you know what? Do you know what? We've had so many decent conversations with the coppers around here. The only one we've ever had any attitude with you today. You are the only one we've had attitude with. No, do you know what? I don't even think you are. That's the sad thing. I really don't think you are.
Now you're in my mind as well, are you? You know what I'm thinking?
Well, if a man is offended by the word paedophile, that makes me upset. That really does make me upset.
Okay, people are upset by it, so please don't say
I'm upset that the children are being abused. All right, then I'll...
So, like me being raped by paedophiles, right, when I was a child, it's offensive for you to hear me telling you the story. Now, some people call me, no, I'm doing this for everybody. So, like, some people call me survivor, and some people call me a victim. I don't like the word victim, because I'm not a victim.
A survivor.
I'm a survivor.
You're not even giving the man
No,
time.
you're trying to tell me that I can't use the word victim or, you know, am I all right to do that? Am I all right to use the word victim or am I allowed to use the word survivor? Can you please tell me, officer?
He really doesn't care. Do you know what? I wouldn't even bother.
No, well, this is the
He really doesn't care.
You start turning your back away.
Do you know what? We should just leave the dictionary of
Am I a
police alone.
victim? Am I a victim? Can you please answer me? Am I a victim or a survivor?
I'm going to go. I'll see you guys later. I've got to leave the dictionary police alone, you know. Oxford Dictionary, I might go check that one up, you know. See, I'd like to know the words that you can use and can't use under the bylaws and laws in this country, you know. The amount of those naughty men that are in there and they stand around here having a go at people mentioning that one word. Let's just hope that you'll never be victims to it.